Hello! Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to film a Get Ready With Me. I actually have a little bit of time. We have some new stuff from Rare Beauty. I was really surprised that they released mini sets for the holiday season. I figured since it was a new brand they weren't going to be releasing minis, and I don't need another full-size cream blush, but I definitely wanted to try them. And they released some eyeshadow palettes. I had a gift card and then I had a friends and family discount, so I was able to get some savings there. And then I bought two of the little mini kits because I wanted to try, I really wanted this red called, I think it's called Rare. Anyway, we'll get to that. And then I definitely wanted to try the cream blushes because I've heard fantastic things about them. Since these eyeshadow palettes are kind of accent palettes, I do also have the Lorac Pro Palette Noir. My hair is crazy. I love Lorac eyeshadows, and I had a coupon, like a $10 coupon at Ulta, so I was able to get this palette for $25 instead of the $35 that it retails for, which I think is a fair price. That's actually the same price as the Rare Beauty palettes. Anyway, so I'll use this as my matte shades because the others don't have matte. So let's get to it. I do already have my eyeshadow primer on. I'm gonna probably pull my hair back because this is driving me nuts, and I forgot to grab brushes. Let me do all of that and then we'll get started. Oh my gosh, my office is a disaster. Since my skin is turning into crocodile skin, I am going to be using the Touch in Sol No Problem Prime Essence with Calendula. I've been using this just for extra hydration, especially in this area. Let me grab a sip of coffee. How are you guys? Happy fall, y'all. So there are two Rare Beauty eyeshadow palettes. These are limited edition, I believe, because they are holiday palettes. I thought that's kind of interesting because they hadn't released eyeshadows with the introduction of the line. From what I've seen about her line, it seems like thought was put into it. It's not just a celebrity makeup line. There are just so many new makeup lines that I wasn't initially like, oh my gosh, Selena Gomez has a makeup line, I need it. You know, I didn't really care or not care. I really like the names that she puts into things. They're kind of something I would think an old lady would name something. You know, I'm not a prude. It just seems like there's a lot of unnecessary, I just call it like sexually aggressive. It just seems like a lot, and it's kind of a deterrent for me. I don't really feel like that's necessary. I just like that the names are like Love, Beauty, Rare. So anyway, there are two eyeshadow palettes. This one is called Magnetic Spirit, and it's very purple toned. It's very purple, pinky. There's a coral, like kind of a tangerine color in here. And this looks to be like a greeny gray. These are all shimmery shades. And then the other palette is called Confident Energy, and it's the blues and greens. And you see why I couldn't decide, because both of these color stores are my favorite. So this one has greens, teal, this really pretty rusty color. And the little acetate says, "You are rare." Thank you. But before we can dive into those, we need to put down some base makeup. Because, as I mentioned, these are accent palettes, and that probably would have deterred me in the past, but since I started panning single shadows, I'm using multiple palettes more frequently, and that was never really something that I did before. But choosing a monthly makeup basket and choosing things that I'm going to focus on using that month, I'm using more. Like the other day, I think I used 3 different palettes for one eyeshadow look, which is never something that I would do previously. Anyway, we're going to use the Lorac Pro Noir palette. This looks beautiful. This top row is mattes. There is a mirror behind this, but this is the only spot where the names are. They're not on the back of the palette either. If you're going to give something a name, I would like it to be permanent on the palette. If you're not going to name it at all, that's fine. But now that I know there's names, I want to know what the names are, you know? I'm going to take Ecru. And I did mention I already have my eyeshadow primer on. I'm pretty... I would say I'm fairly familiar with Lorac shadows. They're typically a little more powdery. I don't really mind that. But this palette just looks so beautiful. Now I'm going to take Soft Taupe and just, put some sort of definition in my crease. How is everyone? I cannot believe that it'll probably be November or very close to it by the time I actually edit and upload this video. Oh my gosh. Crazy. Someone said something about Christmas the other day and I was like, oh, it's too early, and then I thought, it's actually not that far off. I've seen one video using these and they used the purple palette, so I'm going to use Confident Energy. This is my kind of guy. I'm going to just assume that all of these are going to perform better using my finger and then a brush to blend them out. So that's what I'm going to do. What do I want to do first? These are so beautiful. I haven't even swatched them yet. That was just one swipe down on all of these. And I also like that these are not neutral palettes. I know some people are going to be like, but especially for a limited edition holiday palette, we want more color. It might just be me. I want to keep drinking my coffee, but I also want to try this hydrating lip plumper from Grande Lips. Oh my gosh, it smells like Roundup. Let's see if my lips get nice and juicy and plump. These feel pretty creamy, so I'm just gonna assume that it's not really gonna work that well on a brush. But I kind of wanna see if I can. I don't know what I want to do. I want a more sheer wash of color for this because I want to kind of use it as a deeper crease shade. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh my gosh. It's like it's a tingling sensation with this lip plumper. I know that's what lip plumpers do. In person, I feel like this is definitely plumping my lips. It's not painful, it's just, you're just like aware of it. But I'm gonna ruin it by drinking coffee. I am a disaster. This is gonna be nightmare to edit. I've seen people do the one take makeup videos. You guys, if you think I speak slowly with editing, you have no idea how many pauses I edit out. Also, how fast do you guys speed me up to watch me? Because I hear people say that they speed everyone up to like 2.5 times. Everyone already speaks way too quickly. Slow down. What's the hurry? What's the hurry? Second of all, how can you understand them? My brain does not process things that quickly. I clearly need to take some time to say some things, and also have never thought about speeding anyone up. If I could slow some people down, I would. The point is, if I tried to do a one-take video without editing, you guys would judge me so hard for how much of a disaster I am. All the mumbling, there's mumbling that I leave in, there's a lot that I take out. All of the pauses, you would judge me. So I'm going to do a very typical lighter inner half, darker outer half, because I want to use both of these and I can't decide. So we're going to put this, wait, is this Boost? Oh wait, maybe the one I was using was Gutsy. I don't know, the brown shade. And then this green shade I'm going to put on the inner half of my eyelid, and then this darker blue on the outer half. And I want to do also something with this gold because it's so beautiful. But you guys, should know at this point how I feel about this color green. It's just so pretty, it makes me sick. Oh. Wow. This is, I didn't wet my finger or anything. This is just this actual color. So these are actually really nice and creamy. Oh, it's like melted together. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. This one is gonna stain my finger, so it's okay. I'm gonna use my middle finger because I already swatched on that finger, so I'm not trying to flip you off. Sorry. Oh, it's disgusting. I love it. Are there any other holiday releases that you guys are excited about? When I saw the Natasha Denona Trio Chrome palette, I was like, this is gonna be my first Natasha Denona palette. And then I saw the price and I thought, of course. And I almost purchased the Glam palette because it's so cool toned, and I'm really feeling that, even though I'm totally going for warm tones. Look at how melty, and it just makes me so happy. But I didn't, because I saw, you know what, I'm probably going to purchase the ColourPop Stone Cold Fox palette. Actually, I did buy it. They were having a sale and the new releases were included, which I thought was kind of weird because usually they're not. Those palettes, those larger, I think it's a 30 pan palette, they're obviously larger, but they're not as big as they look in pictures. If you've ever used a Lorac Mega Pro palette, they're a little bit bigger than those, but they're not, they look like they're huge, you know, Morphe palettes or something. They're not that large. So even when people hold it up, you think, wow, this is such a big palette, but they're not that big in person, because I don't typically like very large palettes. My left eye is more closed than my right eye, so it always takes a lot longer to do things on that eye. But I'm gonna go back in with this brown shade on this brush and kind of blend a little bit of this blue that I put up there away, because, you know, we don't want that. I am going to try to foil this blue shade just to see what happens. I'm probably foil the green shade too, because I'm going to go in with blue. This is a BH Cosmetics. This is one of the It's My Ray Ray brushes. I really like BH Cosmetics brushes. They're very affordable. They're always on sale. And I wash them and wash them and wash them, and they last and they hold up. So I really like them. Most of my brushes are very affordable. So have you guys tried anything from Rare Beauty? I guess the only thing that I mean, I'm not interested in the foundation. I don't, you know, lose my mind over concealer usually, and I don't love liquid highlight, so I didn't purchase anything initially. But then when I saw these little sets, I thought, yes. And again, I was very surprised that they even did mini kits, because they're such, I mean, they released, I think it released in like the beginning of October, didn't it? Maybe September? It's a very new release, so I was very surprised that there were mini kits. I'm not really into liquid eyeliner. Is there a mascara? At some point I might want to try the mascara, but I have so many mascaras to try. It's not even funny. That's real pretty. Okay, I do want to take this gold shade and do something with that. I'm shedding like it's going out of style. I kind of wish it would. I need one of those mugs that keeps your coffee. I don't want a Yeti because they're just not cute. But I need one of those. There needs to be like a cute mug that keeps your coffee warmer. So much to get on that. I'm going to put a little bit of this gold on just like a dry brush, kind of in the middle. And I'm going to just do that with my finger. The Best of Rare Beauty Lip and Cheek 4-piece mini set. It comes with two matte blush, or two mini blushes, one lipstick, and one liquid lipstick. It comes with a matte blush and a dewy blush, a lip balm, I'm sorry, and then a matte lip cream. And I just think that this is a really well thought out set. Editing Amanda here. You are probably wondering why I'm talking and nothing's happening. Well, that's because the sound cut out on my camera while I was recording and I didn't realize it until I was editing. I lost 5 videos. It was sad. Anyway, this last portion is going to be me doing a voiceover. So right here, I'm just using the Joy Dewy blush. They're very pigmented, but it's quite beautiful. They seem to blend really well. I did end up going over this with the setting powder that I was using for my face, just to sort of tone down and kind of blend out the kind of edges, I guess, of the blush a little bit, and that I think worked really well. It didn't really remove a lot of the color, but kind of toned it down and blended it a little bit. For my lip product, I initially went in with the Support Dewy Lip Balm from the Best of Rare Beauty Lip and Cheek 4-piece mini set. It's very comfortable, but then I also really wanted to try another color, so I ended up topping that with the Fearless Matte Lip Cream from the Mini Lip Souffle Duo. They're both very comfortable. The Mini Lip Souffles are not going to be very long wearing, but they feel very velvety and soft. They are incredibly comfortable to wear. I didn't find them to be drying. They fade fairly evenly, and I really quite enjoyed the color. I think it's really pretty for fall, and I'm also very excited to wear that bright red because I love an orange red. I do also like the shape of this applicator. I don't really know how to describe it. It's not a traditional doe foot applicator. It's almost like an upside down V or something. It's pretty nice though. I liked how it applied. What do you guys think of Rare Beauty? Have you tried anything from the brand? Is there anything that is amazing? Let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you in my next video.